Hi, my name is Hitesh and you are watching Metasploit Extreme on Kali Linux. Below is my web homepage where you can access much more detail about me and of course can leave a feedback for me. Now let us try to have what we have got in this video. In this video we will take care about the payloads. We have already used different kinds of payloads like shell, reverse TCP, Metasploit and quite others as well. So it's a good time to understand what are these payloads, different payloads available to us and how they can be categorized as further. So there are three different types of payload modules that are available in Metasploit. The first one is singles, the second one is stagers and the third one is stages. Let's try to focus on each of them. Singles. First of all, singles are payloads that are self-contained and completely standalone. A single payload can be something as simple as adding a user to a target system or running any particular files like calculators and all these things. These are categorized under singles. The next is stagers. Stagers actually set up a network connection between the attacker and a victim and are designed to be small and of course reliable. The last one is stages. Stages are really important. Stages are payload components that are downloaded by stagers modules. Some of them are really famous and has got limitless powers like Metasploit, VNC injections, and of course for the iPhone we have got iPon shell. So these are the basic categorization for the payloads, but of course these things doesn't ends up here. What we have got is the different types of payload which are available out in the market and are being categorized further as well. First of all, we have got inline payloads that are non-staged. These are a single payload containing the exploit and full shell code for the selected task. Inline payloads are by design more stable and their counterpart because they contain everything all in one. The next one is of course staged. Staged payload work in conjunctions with stage payload in order to perform a particular and specific task. A stager establishes a communication channel between the attacker and a victim and read in the stage payload to execute on the remote host. In the next line we have got the most famous and the favorite payload of every attacker, that is Metasploit. Metasploit is the short form for Meta Interpreter and it is an advanced multi-phased payload that operates via DLL injection. The Metasploit resides completely in the memory of the remote host and leaves no traces on the hard drive, and of course making it difficult to detect with the conventional forensic techniques. And of course scripts and plugins can be loaded and unloaded dynamically as required by the Metasploit. So it's really one of the favorite one for the attackers. After that we have got passive exploits. The passive X is a payload that can help in circumventing restrictive outbound firewalls. It does this by using an ActiveX control to create a hidden instance of Internet Explorer. It's really useful when there are blockage of the firewalls. After that we have got non-NX. Now there is a new feature being available by most of the operating system, that is DEP, known as the Data Execution Prevention. This type of payloads are being designed to eradicate these problems. But the Metasploit no NX payloads are designed for the DEP but are not that much reliable as compared to the Metasploit. The next one is got ORD, that is ordinal payload. Ordinal payloads are Windows stager based payload that have distinct advantage as well as disadvantage. Of course pros and cons are everywhere. The advantage being it work on favor and language of the Windows dating back to Windows NX without the explicit definition of a return address. They are also extremely tiny. So however the two specific disadvantages make them not the default choice, but there are some advantage as well. The first being that it relies on the fact that ws2_32.dll is loaded in the process being exploited before exploitation. And of course the second one is it's better stable than the other stages. So ordinary is not one of my choice particularly, but really I would recommend to go through with that also. Next we have got IPv version 6 So since IPv version 6 is out in the market for the networking, therefore exploits are of course for this technology as well. And finally we have got reflective DLL injection, which is really the latest one, and I would really recommend you to read out one particular paper which will be available to you to find out more about the reflective DLL injection. So this is the paper out here by Harmony Security. It's a research and consultancy firm, and it's really the founder of DLL injection in the Metasploit, and this research paper will be available to you as well. So go through with this research paper, find out much more depth about DLL injection, and you will be really greatly impressed by this paper. So this was all about the theoretical aspect about the payloads, and in the next video we are going to have some practical aspects about the payloads and generating them. So thank you so much. This was all about for this particular video. See you soon in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.